Hey everybody, Matt here with the Most Adequate Collection, and today I just wanted to do a quick video because I haven't done any in a while. Haven't gotten any new cards in a while, so just kind of wanted to go through some old stuff that I thought was kind of cool and just kind of show that off. And this one in particular, this video is going to be on like a gimmick that worked for me and something that was just kind of gimmicky, I guess is the best word for it. But something I thought was cool at the time. I wasn't too sure about it, wasn't sure what all it was about. I kind of thought they were real at the time, and that would be the Sweet Spot signatures. Now, of course, the signatures themselves are real, but what they did at the time, it was the Upper Deck set, I believe, and what they did was they took, for some of their hits, they would take what appeared to be the sweet spot of the baseball, put that on a card, and then have the player, retired or current player, signed the sweet spot of the card or the sweet spot of the ball. Now, at the time, I thought they were actually legitimate baseballs that were signed that they took apart and put onto a card. But I think, as it turns out, it was essentially a manufactured relic with a legitimate autograph. But still, they look great. I thought they were cool at the time, and I still kind of do. I've got a few of them. I wanted to show them off. And these, unlike some, have held together pretty well. They do have unreliability in that with some of them the ink faded, depending on the pen or marker or whatever it was used for it. The three baseball ones I have were all signed in, it looks like a ballpoint pen, and so those always stick around a lot better. Some of the marker ones didn't. Have faded, and I've even seen some where the signature over time has completely disappeared. And who knows, that could have been with exposure to sun, exposure to the elements, that kind of thing. It's hard to say, but these all look good. But first of all, one of them I got that I really liked is of my lamp just fell over, so the lighting changed a little bit. But Pittsburgh Pirates, Bill Mazeroski. And it is kind of funny because I do have, even though I'm not necessarily a Pittsburgh Pirates fan, I am absolutely a Pittsburgh Penguins fan for hockey. But baseball, not necessarily a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. I like the team just fine, but have a lot of their cards for some reason. And I think at the time, it was because I respected his place in baseball history. Bill Mazeroski hit the big World Series clinching home run in, I think it was 1960. I think it was Game 7 too, walk-off home run to get the Pittsburgh Pirates the World Series. And so because of that big event, that big moment, I did decide at the time to pick up a few of his cards, and one of them is this one. So you see it right here, how it looks. Manufactured sweet spot of a baseball, signed in pen to hold together pretty well. I mean, it still looks great. Has a great looking signature in general, but all the ink is held pretty well, as you can see. But I like it quite a lot. A good amount of foil. Got the picture on the bottom. I like that. I always like when they include a picture of the player. And I know with some of them, depending on licensing restrictions, they may or may not have the ability to do that. But I do like, even if it's a small picture here, that they show the player himself. And so that was really cool. I like that a lot. It is all three of these actually are go on my display case, just because I like the look of them, and it's of all players I really like and respect. Now the next two are of Chicago Cubs players. Me being a Chicago Cubs fan, it makes perfect sense. And the first one I'm showing is of Chicago Cubs third base legend Ron Santo, who not only was a legendary third baseman for the team, was also a legendary commentator for the team. I believe he did the color commentary, I think, on the radio for a couple decades. And so a lot of people know him for his playing, and a lot of people know him just as an announcer. But he was always a part of the Cubs, with apart from, I think, a year or two at the end of his career, he went with the White Sox for a bit. But his home was always in Wrigleyville. Eventually elected to the Hall of Fame, a Veterans Committee selection. Sadly, it ended up being after he passed away, but he eventually did take his rightful place in the Baseball Hall of Fame. Next Cubs legend is someone who is not going to go in the Hall of Fame. Was great for the team for a few years and was in a kind of one of the, what could have been players of Cubs history, and there have been quite a few. But is known for one of the big moments of his career being when he tied the single game strikeout record, originally just held, I think, by Randy Johnson. But when he struck out 20 players in one game, and that would be Kerry Wood. This one is numbered 33 out of 99, one away from his jersey number. It's the more modern you get, the less and less legible signatures get of the players. But Kerry Wood still has a great looking signature. Is a great for the team, well regarded, well respected in the Cubs franchise, and did some stuff with the team after his retirement. But for me, I always remember him for that single game performance. Struck out 20 Houston Astros in one game. I want to say in 1998. Tied the single game record, and no one still has matched that. I think we've had a few close. I think last one that came close, I want to say Justin Verlander did 17. I could be completely wrong on that though, but I want to say there's something like that. Now, following up with Bill Mazeroski, these three are the three balls manufactured relic sweet spot signatures that I have. But eventually they also did kind of branched out in the type of relic or manufactured relic that they would put it on. And this one isn't quite as, you can't quite see the signature as well, but it still shows up. It didn't quite fade. And following up on the baseball one I got of him, but this one is also of Bill Mazeroski of the Pittsburgh Pirates. Now this one, instead of using the baseball, they used a glove. So it's a manufactured glove relic. So not a legitimate glove, but a legitimate signature. Signed. It looks like grayish blue ink here. I'm sure originally it was a different color, and then over time it kind of changed. But still a great looking signature. Bill Mazeroski's signatures can be had pretty cheap. And maybe that's kind of why I got both of them, is just because it was such an affordable price at the time. But a great looking signature, great player, especially if you're a Pittsburgh Pirates fan. And some really cool cards. But nothing too special. A couple great signatures. But just something I thought was cool. And some people might kind of think they're lame. I know a lot of people don't really like the manufactured relic part of it. But for me, if a card looks cool, it looks cool. And especially if it has a signature that's on the surface. So as much as people hate sticker autographs, this one is at least on the surface of the card. So you could still tell and know that they held the card in their hand, or the item in their hand, while they signed the actual item. So it's a really cool part of my collection. I like them quite a lot. I may or may not get any more in the future. I'm not really sure. But I'm happy to have all these. Not planning on moving any of them anytime soon. But that's it. Just kind of wanted to show off a different side of my collection. A few similar items that I have. Haven't gotten any new cards in a while, so we're still kind of going through the archives, going through my old stuff, and picking out some stuff that I like to show off. But that's it for now. Until next time, thank you for watching.